Welcome to the Gag Is podcast with me, your host, Charlie Shantae, where I share the roller coaster of my life, the highs, the lows, and everything in between. After becoming a teen mom at 14 and a widow by the age of 21, it's a journey filled with tears and laughter, reminding you that even in the toughest moments, there's hope. The gag is, life may be unpredictable, but it's always worth living.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Gag Is Pod. I am your girl, Charlie Shantae. Thank you for joining me on another episode. And happy Friday to you. Happy Friday before Easter. Okay. Happy Friday to you. A lot of you probably have the day off today. In observance of Easter coming up. So if you do, I hope that you are enjoying your day, and hopefully you're listening to this while you're doing something fun or what have you. If not, if you're at work, you listen to that's cool too, whatever. I appreciate that too. So, make sure you go ahead and grab your drink, grab whatever snack you finna have. And while you're doing that, if you have not already, please make sure that you are subscribed. Make sure you leave a reviews. Follow us on YouTube at The Gag Is Pod. And make sure you're following us on Instagram at The Gag Is Pod as well. So, like I said, Easter is coming up on Sunday. And so I thought that it would be semi-cutesy to do an episode about Easter from when I was a child, because many of you can relate. Now, if you grew up in a Baptist church, everything that I'm finna say to you, you gonna know what it is I'm talking about, okay? Because I kind of I got my hair, I got beads in my hair, so if when I was a child, this would be considered Easter style, you know what I'm saying? Or like tomorrow you would be going to the beauty shop and you getting your little hair done, your little curls, you getting your little perm, whatever, and letting whoever the little beautician is do your hair. Your grandma getting her curls and your mama getting her wig split too. It's just all finna be a festivity. And then, we got to get these dresses. As a little girl, we get these dresses that got the frills and the fluff and, the socks with the frills and the stuff around it. And now that I think about it, it was like these dresses that we were getting were similar to like pageant dresses because they were big, they were foofy, and it's just like, oh, okay. Like, am I going to a pageant or am I going to church? What, what am I doing here? I got all these bows and all these barrettes in my hair. Like, thought I was just going to church. I feel like I'm finna go across the stage and win an award, because why is the dress so foofy? Like, why I can't put my hands down to my side? You know what I'm saying? Like, why is my forehead so shiny with blue magic? Like, why is it slicked down like that? Why is my face greasy? I don't understand that. But, it is what it is. And, let's not forget, I feel like I just jumped right in, like just no precursor or nothing. No structure, like no paying attention to the format or nothing. I just jumped on in here. But anyway, something I want to talk about because it's laughable now, and I'm gonna have to ask somebody because I don't really know the answer to this. Do kids do Easter speeches anymore? Because I remember about a month prior to Easter coming up when I was a kid, we used to get Easter speeches, and we had Easter speech practice once, maybe twice a week, to go over our Easter speech and, to do the program. And if we had a little intermission or a little mime praise dancing, to do all of that, walk in and stuff like that. So I want to know, can somebody tell me, do they still do Easter speeches for kids, or is it like, this is bad to say, but I haven't been to church in Easter in so long. It's crazy. I probably gonna watch it on TV on Sunday, just, cause I ain't been inside a church house since COVID hit. So like, do they just do plays now, or is it just like a Easter speech kind of a deal, or is it just a sermon? Like, what are they doing now? Like, do the kids, because I know many churches have like main church and then they have children's church. So, are they still separate? Are they still doing things alike? Like, tell me how it goes. Like, I'm really curious to know how it goes. I do know the Saturday before there's always a Easter egg hunt. And I haven't even, now that I think about it, normally like on the corners, like I see, million egg drop, million Easter egg drop, on whatever day, whatever. I haven't even been seeing those. I wonder if they're having the egg drop, it's like helicopter egg drop or whatever. I haven't even seen any of those signs. Or, because they're just plastic eggs. Plastic eggs ain't being affected. Now, these real eggs are. Like, I want to know, like, tell me, like, are y'all dying eggs this year? I ain't dyed eggs in, it's been a minute. But, Easter eggs, you go to the store and get the little plastic eggs and fill them with stuff. Here it is, a couple days for Easter, and I ain't even got nothing planned. I might make a little Easter egg hunt or something around here for the kids. I don't know, but yeah, I haven't seen any Easter egg hunts advertised. That's interesting. That's still interesting, because I know we used to wake up early on a Saturday morning the day before Easter. And we used to go to the church, and they used to let us do an Easter egg hunt. And they'd be like, this age group go to the front, this age group go in the back, this age group, you on the side. And like, there was just like different stuff. And then like, if you got like a golden egg, you would get a prize, or, or something like that. So like, you get a special egg, and you win a special prize and stuff like that. So I want to know, like, do they still do that? Are they using real eggs, or have they just 100% went to just like the little plastic eggs? I know you get the plastic eggs. They could be small, they could be medium, they could be the jumbos. I feel like I'm super out of touch. Or do we just not even do this at all? Like, I'm super, super curious to know, are they still doing that? And I'm still very curious about the Easter speeches. And then, on Sunday we would go to church, and, we'd be at church for a long time. And then we'd come home, and then we would eat. And rolling into my next subject, I haven't even gone to the store to get anything to cook for Easter. I'm like, do I cook big? Do I cook little? Like, do I want to get in the kitchen and slave and make sweet potatoes? And do I want to get in the kitchen and slave and make banana pudding? Like, what do I want to do? Like, do I want to get in the kitchen and bust down, or do I just want to cook some food? Because I can just cook some food now. We can do that. Or do I literally want to get in the kitchen and like bust down on some food? Or like, do I want to, if y'all keep seeing me peeling my lip, it's like a hair on my lip, like, and it is bothering me. Or it's like, do I want to get out there on the grill and bust down on the grill? Like, I really don't know. Like, I need to make a decision like today, because of course I need to go to the store. It's like, what am I gonna make? Like, am I gonna make these? Am I gonna make these mashed potatoes? Like, what? I don't know what I'm finna make. Like, we gonna eat. Don't get me wrong. But like, what am I going to make? Like, am I gonna get rolls? Like, am I gonna make cornbread? Like, am I gonna fry some fish? Like, what am I gonna do? I don't know what I'm gonna cook. Whatever it is, I need to figure it out, because I know the stores is closed on Easter, so I need to go ahead and figure that out, like, sooner than later. because we're gonna eat, and then ain't no sports on. Okay. Ain't no football on. Yeah, y'all know I do football. Like Easter as an adult is very different as Easter as a child. You know what I'm saying? Like, because as a child, it's already set out for you. You have the pomp and circumstance of how each day gonna go and stuff like that. But when you get an adult, it's kind of like, what am I supposed to be doing? Like, I really just have no clue. Like, you observe the day, you do whatever, and then it's kind of like you go on about your day. There go y'all. Y'all's episode, yawn. Like I just like we the new adults now, and I don't know what to do. Like, is this how our parents felt? Like, cause I don't know what to do. Like, I didn't make no Easter baskets or nothing. Like, I think I still have time to go to the store, but I don't know. Cause like, we wake up on Easter morning, we had these Easter baskets and stuff in it. Some of these I was in the store the other day. Some of these Easter baskets done got extreme. Like, you get a whole basketball in there. And I feel like Easter baskets are a soft launch to Christmas. Because it's kind of like you can make an Easter basket with different stuff in there. Like, I seen one that had a basketball in it. It had a frisbee, a jump rope. It was like a sports Easter basket. And I was like, oh, wow, like with like a little bit of candy, and literally the only thing it was missing was a water bottle. And the way that these Easter baskets is made now, it should have wholeheartedly had a Stanley in it. Like, not even gonna hold you. It should have had a Stanley in it. But I was like, wow. And then I seen when they had like baby dolls in it, and when they had like racetracks and race cars in it. And I was like, these Easter baskets is real sophisticated. Like, what happened to like a little basket and then you set the little stuff? These Easter baskets are like real deal Holyfield. So in my eyes, these Easter baskets is like a soft launch to Christmas, or whatever you didn't get your child for Christmas. Now that them taxes done hit, you can make an Easter basket now with all the little stuff Juju ain't get for Christmas. You can put video games in there and different stuff like that. Like, for instance, if I was to make New Face a Easter basket, the things that I would put in there: goggles, an inhaler, swim cap, just to name a few things, nothing major, maybe some Gatorade pods or something like that, just keep it real simple. Like, and that right there, that probably $56 worth of stuff right there. Cause if I go and say, oh, I get him a new pair of swim trunks, that's $50. Them swim trunks is high. We ain't finna do all that. So he might get a little stuff. Then again, my boy might just get some money, cause I don't really got that kind of time. I don't have that kind of time to be building no Easter basket. Like, I got other stuff. That's really kind of going on. I'm out the loop. I really don't. I don't know, y'all. I don't have time for that. Like, it's the weekend, so I gotta do my household duties. But yeah, like, I can't believe like it is. Oh yeah, I can't believe it is like the middle toward the end of the month, and it's Easter, and coincidentally, this year Easter falls on 4/20, and we're not gonna act like we don't know what that means. Okay. I have already seen the memes that say like it's 4/20, or who gonna be higher, me or the Holy Spirit? And I'm just like, wow. wow, wow, wow. And it's kind of like, are people going to go to church high? Or are people going to have the decency to wait until after church to do their 420 activity? Because you got to get the Lord some time. You know, you going to church high sounds crazy. Crazy. But for some reason, I know people finna do it. And that is crazy. Crazy. Crazy, crazy. Crazy, crazy. And last but not least, let's talk about how it don't be nobody at church all the other Sundays from January up until, but that Easter Sunday, baby, we putting chairs out in the aisle, and cause everybody gotta come see their mom and them. See, they in town and stuff like that for Easter. So we used to have to put chairs in the aisle and stuff like that. And church used to be full. Like you couldn't, like before Easter, you could do cartwheels in the pews because wasn't nobody there. But when Easter roll around, you got babies is sitting on laps. Now you got chairs in the aisle, and it's just a lot going on. It's just a lot going on. And I'll be like, oh my God. And then the next Sunday, guess what? Back to doing cartwheels in the pews because ain't nobody there. Ain't nobody there. All right, y'all. So that is all I have for y'all today. Keeping it a little short, keeping it a little simple, or whatever for you. Ain't gonna take too much of your time on this good Easter weekend. So my song lyric for the week, since it's Easter, I gotta dig into my gospel bag. Dig into my gospel bag or whatever. So one of my most favoriteest gospel songs is I Won't Complain. Like I love, love, love this song because no matter what is going on, it may be tough, it may be a trial, but I won't complain. And then my other one is Melodies from Heaven. I think those go perfect with the theme of this weekend. I'm very interested to hear, like I said before, do kids still do Easter speeches? Do they still have an Easter production on Easter Sunday? Are we still doing Easter egg hunts? Cause I'm curious, I genuinely want to know. And then next week, I'm gonna have to let y'all know if, I'm gonna have to let y'all know if I did anything for the kids and what I ended up cooking. Cause I really, really don't know. I am baffled. Like I said, I ain't got that much time. So I need to be figuring this out sooner than later. So that is your 2 songs of the week. And remember, if you have not already, please make sure you are following us at The Gag Is Pod on Instagram. Please make sure you're following us on YouTube at The Gag Is Pod as well. If you are interested in being a guest with an amazing topic, or you want to collaborate, or you have a product for review, please do not hesitate to reach out to me at thegagispod@gmail.com. And just for kicks and giggles, if you're interested in following me, my personal page on IG is smartfit_okie. Right here on the screen, or if you're listening, is SMARTFIT_OKIE at Instagram. I am Charlie Shantae. This is The Gag Is Pod. Bye, guys.
Thank you for tuning into the Gag Is podcast. I hope you're enjoying my journey as much as I am enjoying sharing it with you. Before we wrap up, I have a small request. If you found inspiration in my stories or my guest stories, don't forget to share this podcast with your friends and family. Together, we can spread the message of resilience and hope. And if you have a moment, please take a second to rate and review the show on your podcast app. 5 stars, please. Your feedback helps me reach even more listeners who might need a dose of encouragement. Remember, the gag is life may be unpredictable, but it's always worth living. So until next week, bye guys.